Dukascopy TV is here in Riga for the Latvia-Iran Business Forum. Let's take a look at what some of the most prominent economic personalities had to say. So first of all, President Rouhani recently commented saying that the economy in Iran is almost back to where it was before the embargo. Do you agree with this? And how is the transition being managed?
Well, yes, of course. It is evolving. It is actually getting back to the where it was. But of course, it takes some time because when the sanction lasts 4 years, you cannot do it overnight and turn it back to the situation before the sanction.
I agree with it. See, for instance, the most part of Iranian economy before the sanction was the production level of oil productions. And they are producing exactly the same level as they used to produce before the sanction. But as you are aware that the economy of Iran is changing. It used to be depends on oil and gas revenue. And if I tell you, and I presented to your chamber, since 1995, which we relied on oil revenues up to 60%. And at this time, we are relying on oil revenues just 23%. Therefore, if you see, there is a change. We are working on our industries, we are working on business sector, and President Rouhani actually thinking of moving the economy to the private sector rather than the government involved in all part of the economy.
Right, well that's an enormous change in just 20 years. So do you expect that number to get even lower?
I hope so. As a member of the private parliament, I say we are hoping, and as you see, we are accompanying Mr. Zarif, who has done a change of era in Iranian economy. He is supporting the private sector, and he elaborated both countries, Latvia and Iran, to work together. And this working together is mostly from the private sectors rather than the governmental deals.
Okay, well despite the embargo being lifted, financial flows from Iran into Western countries still seems somewhat limited. Why do you think this is the case?
Well, it is again because the sanction period, because almost our transactions with the world was sort of stopped or indirectly done. So it takes some time to reorganize the economy, reorganize the institutions, reorganize and make it compatible to the world institutions. It takes time. It takes sometimes. We have to be reasonable. It takes some further, maybe 6 to 7 months.
Okay, well lastly for today then, what about Iran's internet trade monitoring? What are the regulations and timescales in place currently?
There is a regulation, and they are doing businesses. For instance, if you want to buy goods, if you want to buy stocks, if you want to do even on banking transfers, you can use internet all the time. And there are rules in there. And the government monitoring that. There is a government agency which is monitoring those transactions.
Of course, well, it's being done. It's in place. Yeah.
From the Radisson Hotel in Riga, our thanks go to Reza Ansari and Mortez Aladat from Iran's Chamber of Commerce for speaking exclusively with Dukascopy TV. That's all from the Latvia-Iran Business Forum for this year, but for more updates, be sure to check back once again with the TV team. We'll see you next time.